I'm on mute. Hi guys. I'm over here saying hello to everybody and doing a sound check, and I'm on mute the whole time. NT Sways. Hi Tasha. Hi Angelique. Hi Black. Hi Nun. Hi Court. Hi Bakina. Hi LTK. Hi Renelle. Hi guys. I list. Hi Mona. I'll give. I think I gave everybody enough time to be able to come in. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Hi Mimi. Hi Sue. Hold on, guys. Give me just a second. You know, Mama J always has some type of question as soon as I go live. So Mama J is on the panel today. We're going to be talking from two different areas, so that way we're not jumping on each other's mic. Um, Today, guys, we're about to have the deepest conversation that we will probably ever have in this room. And we are going to speak on it today. And we're just going to expose it for what it is. For those of you guys that are aware, thank you guys so much for sending the email and letting me know that they were looking for me on the panel yesterday. I'm pretty sure some of you guys sat in on the panel and listened to the conversation. I do want to start off by saying that there were absolutely positively no hard feelings at the fact. I know a lot of you guys felt that they were overriding my conversation or not paying attention to me or letting me talk. However, I just want to say that I don't believe that it was they didn't want me to talk. Once I got on the panel, honestly, I felt like a fish out of water and I didn't want to talk. Um, there was nothing that I can say where I would have had anything in common with what was going on that power panel. And you guys know I'm a very firm believer. I do not knock people's opinions, by no means necessary, but me and Mama J call this room hashtag fact check for a reason. So today is going to be about fact checking everything that I heard with my own ears yesterday on that panel. There's also some things that were discussed that I have been hearing that are really bothering me and not sitting with me well at all. And it's not just me, it's the people that were around me that were listening. This is crazy. So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to Mama J so she can go ahead and say what she needs to say to you guys.
Hey everybody, it's Mama J. Can you guys hear me? I don't think. Oh, okay. I was just waiting for somebody to say they could hear me. Hey, Nun, Tasha, Faith, Black, Renelle, everybody in the room. Yeah, you guys, we heard some real disturbing things last night. We were pretty much blown away. I was in the room with Jasmine while she was sitting on the panel. I don't know, for those of you that may have been, thank you so much. She said my picture is beautiful. Um, but I don't know if any of you all, well, Jasmine said some of you all did come in the room last night, and we were like almost stuck on stupid. We were sitting there looking at each other. My sister, it was me, Jazz, and my sister, and we was just like feeling like stuck on stupid because it was just very, very unbelievable, the conversation that was taking place in the room and the things that were being said. And all I want to say before we get into tonight's discussion is, you know, this room right here, Jasmine and I established this room because we truly, from the depths of our heart, want nothing other than justice for Kenneka, as well as justice for Kenneka's mother and the rest of her family members. This room, what will not be tolerated by anyone is any level of disrespect in regards to the mother of that child, any disrespect in regards to anyone in that family. And like Jasmine and I have always said, we respect everyone's opinion, but we do not have to accept unacceptable behavior in this room. And this room is a room of fact finding. We are here because we want justice for Kenneka. And what we're not going to do is allow anyone to come up in our form and dictate to us how this room is going to be ran and try to sway us or knock us off of the fight that we are in here for. And in my heart of heart, I truly believe that all of you all that are in this room or come to this room when we open this channel up, you're here because you all are truly seeking and wanting the same exact thing that Jasmine and I want. And again, like we all said, that is justice for Kenneka. You know what I'm saying, you all? And we just want to stay real mindful of that. We want to also remember that a lot of us are parents who have our own children. So you want to always constantly try to place yourself in Teresa Martin's shoes and just ask yourself, how would you feel if it were your child? And then after burying your child, you had to wake up every day and be faced with the ugly. I mean, I don't even know how to categorize or how to say it. Just the ugliness that a lot of people in this world are spewing out at that family. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead, turn it back over to Jazz so she can go ahead and give you guys an idea of some of the things we're going to be talking about this evening. And Mama J will be coming in and out, with my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So again, everybody, welcome to the Fact Check Room. I am Mama J, and I love you all. Here's Jazz.
All right. So, I see I got a request asking if come into the room, so we might have a couple of guests in here tonight who want to express their opinion. We're also definitely going to try to reach out to P. Rico to get P. Rico back into the room, because I know there were a couple of people who sent me an email today regarding how much they felt that he was disrespected on today's interview on another individual's YouTube stream. So we're going to try to get him in here as well. So there were some people who felt bad and they wanted to be able to reach out and talk to P. Rico and just let him know that they support what he's doing. I'm going to open up the panel because I kind of want this to be an open discussion. So if there's anybody in here that wants to be on the panel, you don't have to have your video on, you could just have your mic on, but if you want to be a part of the panel, let me know and I'll put the link to the Hangout in the box. However, I made sure to take some notes down about a couple of things that I wanted to discuss. The first thing that I want to discuss is I am over the fact of hearing that people think that Teresa killed her child. That is the most disrespectful, degrading, it's ignorant, it's lack of self-moral, I don't even have any more words to describe how ridiculous people sound when they say that the mother is a part of the Illuminati and she killed her child. And I kind of want to break down what that looks like. I want to paint the picture for you guys on what it sounds like, on when you put all of what they're saying into one bubble and you listen to it, this is what it sounds like. Obama 8 years ago ran for president. In the process of running for president, He went and found 2 kids, or I'm sorry, he had 2 kids, but those 2 kids aren't Michelle's because Michelle is a transsexual. Okay, so we have Obama and Michelle who are involved in this thing. Then we have Trump. Trump knows the people that own the Crowne Plaza Hotel. So that means that Obama and Trump have been lying to us this whole time. They're really friends, and they're all in on this conspiracy as well. That is trying to that also met up and linked up with the people at the Crowne Plaza. Now we also have the coroner who's involved, the police who's involved, the 20 to 30 people that's involved. Hold on, I made a list. Let me get this. I want you guys to hear this really quick. Give me just a second so I can get John Frank in the room. Guys, give me just a second.
Put yours on you. Okay, you got it's Mama J. So I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown of the names on the list that we picked up last night. Who's all a part of this plot and this ploy to kill Kenneka Jenkins? And you guys just marinate on this. Some of you might want to even write it down. So as we go further into our fact checking, we might need to refer back to these notes.
Yeah, make sure you guys again, please. So let me just restart real quick because I see that I have we have, so again I told you guys we were going to try to get John Frank. We didn't try, we got him. So everybody welcome John Frank to the room, and we have P. Rico who's in the room. So just so I can reiterate again, I'm gonna run it back really quick. We've only been started for a short period of time, so you guys haven't really missed anything. Can you guys put your mics on mute really quick just so we don't get an echo? Again, for those of you guys who just came into the room, tonight we are, let me just put it like this. We are debunking the conspiracy theory. I know by the time this show ends, it's going to be a whole lot of upset people. It's probably going to be even more posts that are made about me and my mother saying that we're involved in the cover-up. Just in the last 24 hours, there have been videos made stating that we are involved in the Kenneka Jenkins cover-up. We have seen videos of people accusing people's kids of being rapists. This is no joke. Everybody's saying, am I echoing you guys or am I okay?
I'm trying to figure out how I can put y'all on speaker so I can turn on my video.
Okay. So tonight we're just going to expose the frauds because I can't deal with it. And I'm going to be real. When you come for me or you come for people that I care about, I have no choice but to come for you. Now, I'm going to name down the list of the people that these individuals feel are involved in the cover-up. If you need to go get a pen and paper, please get a pen and paper so that you can keep note of the names of the people that are all mysteriously involved in Kenneka Jenkins' case. For those of you guys who just, or excuse me, murder. For those of you guys who just tuned in, we have John Frank and P. Rico. I invited them both here. We want to get John Frank's opinion, as well as I feel like P. Rico deserves to be able to have a platform to speak on, to defend himself, as well as I received multiple emails stating that people wanted to apologize to him regarding the way he was treated today. So we're going to go ahead and run down the list really quick. Give me just a second.
Hey. Okay, you guys, I'm back, Mama J. So I'm going to run down the list and then I'm going to turn it back over to Jasmine. Now, like I said, I need y'all to put your thinking caps on and so we can marinate on this information and then break it down and process it. So these are the people that they believe are a part of or played a part in Kenneka Jenkins' death. Obama.
Yo, what channel we on so I can tell people to tune in?
He said, what channel are we on so he could tell people to tune in?
It's called hashtag.
People are asking me on YouTube.
The channel is hashtag Fact Check TV.
Yeah, say it one more time.
Hashtag Fact Check TV.
All right, I got it.
Okay. So you guys, here we go with the list one more time. So we're going to start off. The number one at the top of the list is Barack Obama and his 2 rented children. Then we have Donald Trump, who's working with Barack Obama. We have 2 of the world's top billionaires who they have involved, or 3, which would be Carl and Carl Icahn. Then we have Carl Nesbitt and Charles Nesbitt.
On the Facebook and stuff like that.
Okay. Then we have the city planner, the chief of police, the hotel workers, the city councilman, the fire commissioner, and the developer over the airport. Then we have the OG gang member who is in prison. We have Teresa Martin, her boyfriend, and Lenore, Kenneka's sister. Then we have Jedediah. We have the GDs, the BDs, and the VLs, which are the vice lords. We have the Cook County Coroner's Office. And then we have, to top it off, we have 30 plus people that were in the hotel room that night. Oh, and let me not forget, Jasmine is also a part of this cover-up and conspiracy, because they have done fact-checking and have come to learn that my daughter, Jasmine Marie Lee, is related to Kenneka Jenkins. So now at that point, I'm going to go ahead and turn this back over to Jazz.
You a damn lie.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not a damn lie. I'm dead serious.
I'm sorry. I'm not you. I'm talking about the information.
No, I know. No, I know you're saying the information. I'm saying, no, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Well, I want to say hello, Miss J. And
hello, dear. Thank you, dear. God bless you too. Jasmine's hitting me to turn the mic back over to her, so here she goes.
Yeah, she got a lot to say. I'm sure.
Hold on.
I before we even continue with this, I got a statement to make.
Make your statement. That's what this platform's for.
There's a lot of people wondering why me and John Frank on the same panel. And I'm going to explain that right now. Me and him both may not see eye to eye, but this situation of how Chosen King been talking about mama, we don't agree with that. So we both against him for the stuff that he been saying about mom.
Can I come behind you? No, I'm gonna let Jazz. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm sorry, Jazz.
No.
Yeah, he's 100% right, because I started my group against the freedom fighters because they was talking about the mama. The people have a problem with, and me and Rico, we could definitely agree on that. And this kid is I don't know if you've seen the live today with him and P. Rico, but this kid, we need to talk to his mother. We need to get his mother on the panel, because I don't know if he legit believes what he's saying. For fun.
So who are we saying we need to get on the panel? Chosen King?
Chosen King, yeah, he definitely he has some problem. I don't know if you guys seen the interview.
Nah, we're not gonna do it like that. And Rico, you said that word that you said that kind of like got me was against. You said that's why we're against him. I understand why you feel like you feel, Rico, and I want you to understand, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm seriously sorry, man. Like, you did not deserve over there. It was just wrong, bro. And I just want to let you know on my end, as a man, I seen it. Y'all some youngsters. Y'all are old enough to be my kids. I like to see y'all with that division, man. We need to try to band the people together, man, and get up off that narrative, man. Don't say against. You got a problem with him and an issue with him. Y'all tried to talk. That's cool. But now, you know, I don't want to overtalk. I'm sorry.
I already tried for that. I already tried to talk to him for that.
You know, I think I can go with the. I think I can go with the. I believe that the wrong phrase is against, because this is not really about being against them. At the end of the day, it's wrong is wrong, and if you ain't never lost somebody, who are you to point fingers at? Let's not just talk about how we have involved, or they have involved Teresa's boyfriend, Kenneka's father, They have involved some lady who has the last name Jenkins. They have made a video stating that Jasmine, the person who runs the hashtag fact check room, is Kenneka's cousin. Enough is enough. You feel me? And like I said today, I reached out to one of those people that was on that panel and I expressed myself, and this is what I said to them. If you want to be conspiracy busters, by all means do it. I believe that there really are conspiracies that are going on out in this world, but do not associate the conspiracy theory with Kenneka. When I was on that panel last night, I asked three specific questions. The one question I asked was, so this is not about Kenneka. This is about conspiracy. This is about bringing down the people who are over the conspiracy. The phrase that, I'm sorry, bringing down the government. And what they responded to me was, yes. So then you're naming your page wrong. It's not about Kenneka. It's not about finding justice for Kenneka. And let's just be real. How the hell are you going to bring down the government, but you can't even get the thugs that killed Kenneka? The people who killed Kenneka are running the streets free, and you think you about to bring down the government. Who the hell are you? If you don't sit down and shut the hell up, you have sat here, you're asking the most stupidest questions. Well, why does she have a cast on her arm? Why does your mama have a cast on her arm? I don't know. Does she have a black eye? Does your mama have a black eye? What does that have to do with Kenneka being dead? Like, those are the stupidest questions that I've ever heard in my whole entire life. And the sad part about it is these people have a panel, and they have people following them, and they have people believing this nonsense. But you want to know what the funny part about it is? As soon as P. Rico got off a live, another live went up from Kate 420.
He talked about him every 5 seconds on the second.
Every 5 seconds on the second. As soon as P. Rico went live, another video came out by Kate stating that Chosen King works for the FBI, and him and P. Rico were involved in this together. Come on now.
Whoa, what?
A video has hit YouTube by Kate 420. Shut up, John. A video has hit YouTube by Kate 420, 241, whatever her name is, saying that P. Rico and Chosen King work for the FBI and they are in this together.
Yo,
I think that Kate should go to the hospital and see if she diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
yo, there's a lot of people on here that are really crazy. They have tactics, like they try to take down people's pages, they get your emails. He seemed like one of those people, like he's bugged out. Like Rico
But
asked
you know
him,
what?
he said, yo, do you think you're a person of interest? And he said, yeah, he did this shit. And then he told him, you're sick. You're sick. So that kid got problems. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, man. But you know what? I'm gonna just say this, and I mean it. You know, we got to be careful what we say to people. You never know what they're going through. You know, we don't really know all the answers to this case. You know, it's clues, but it's a mystery. You can't point fingers at everybody, and because you believe it, make people believe what you believe. Like, that's just too much for me. You know, it's sad. It's sad to see young brothers can't even get along and have a good conversation without being disrespectful. Man, you were so arrogant and disrespectful. You took that platform to another level that you should have never took it on. You should have never disrespected this man like that. If you wanted to talk to him, you could have had a conversation like I had a conversation with him the other day. We had a conversation with him the other day, and we tried to come up with solutions. We had a conversation. P. Rico, did you feel disrespected the other day?
Not at all, because we was a man enough to talk about this. He wasn't. I sat there and listened to that man run his mouth. Even when he was like, did you do it, Rico? He kept on saying, how does the Freedom Bus smell? Like, dude. But when it was my time to talk, he wanted to butt in and cut me off. So I told him, like, hey, look, Now you being disrespectful. You disrespecting my pride. Watch how the hell you handle me, bro.
Right. He took
So,
he made a mockery of the whole case.
Straight up, like his theories and stuff, he's sick. I told him, what if that was yours? You and that stuff suspect? He said, yeah. I'm like, you fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, this is a fact.
See one of my viewers who said, let's just keep it on a positive note and understand something. Anybody and everybody who follows me, who comes into my room, they know I have very strict rules. I am not here for followers, by no means necessary, and I damn sure ain't getting no check cut. And whoever said I'm involved in this theory, I'm gonna need whoever it is that has me involved in this theory to cut me my check. I need you to run me my dough. If I'm involved in the Kenneka Jenkins case, I need my money now. That's all I'm saying.
I second that emotion.
Thank you. Do you understand?
Hey.
I need my check.
You see how I got down on it for talking about Jasmine and the rest of the YouTubers. I'm like, why you couldn't get him on the panel and talk that shit? I even threw on a pocket change voice. I say, you doing it for the followers, Nyongo.
Nah, the pipsqueak.
Somebody in the room said, Jasmine, they said you're a cop. Well, I'm glad to know I got a good job. I don't care about being a cop. Listen.
Stop letting them get to you, Jasmine. You know.
Yeah, she hot. She ain't even acting like herself.
Followers. Let me just break this. Okay, so let me just break this down while I have people on the panel. I'm gonna show you guys how much nonsense this sounds like. So I'm gonna give an example. Last night on the panel, everybody was talking about the conspiracy theory and how all of these people have gotten together to kill Kenneka. The mother, the daddy, the stepdad, the man that's in prison, his wife that's minding her own business, and she's involved because her last name is Jenkins. I'm involved because my name is Jasmine. All these other people that are involved, and they asked. I said, this is what I asked. I said, so if this was this big conspiracy plan, why are we dealing with a murder right now? Why would we not be dealing with a missing child? You're dealing with people who make billions of dollars who could have made Kenneka vanish. We would not be looking at a body in a freezer. We would be looking at somebody who we would be trying to find her right now. The response they gave me was, because her mother found out too soon. Not even 5 minutes later, they brought up the discussion about Kenneka's mother killing her at home. I'm confused. Did they kill her at home and bring the body to the Crowne Plaza? Or did they kill her at the hotel and they called the mama? However, you're contradicting yourself. So now you're just grabbing. Now you're just making up stories for whatever reason it is. Followers, PayPal account, I don't know what it is. But you can't, so just break it down so it makes sense. Teresa and Lenora, this is their words. Now y'all can go back and look at their pages and listen to it. This is what I got. Don't quote me, but this is what I got. Teresa, Lenora, and Kenneka are not related. Kenneka is not Teresa's daughter. Lenora is not Teresa's daughter. Teresa and Lenora killed Kenneka at home. Let me show y'all what this looks like.
What?
Put her in the car. Here, fill me on this, John Frank. Just put her in the car. I'm pretty sure the Rosemont police had to be aware of this because they needed to make sure that nothing happen with the body in the car because this is precious cargo. You understand? They put her in the car. They drove her to the Crowne Plaza Hotel. Don't forget, everybody at the Crowne Plaza Hotel knew that this dead body was coming to their kitchen. So they prepared for her to be put in the freezer. They then put her in the freezer. All 20, 30 people at the party knew about Kenneka in the freezer. The security guards knew about Kenneka in the freezer. The people that worked the front desk knew about Kenneka in the freezer. The mama and them know about Kenneka in the freezer. They then, oh, don't forget, they all dressed alike in jean outfits because this was a part of the plan. Okay. Then, mind you, Obama and Trump already know about this. They've been a part of this plan. Okay. So Obama and them, they've been knowing about this for a couple of years now. Then
This is a theory.
they got on the phone and fake called Teresa. Teresa then
Yeah.
drove all the way to the Crowne Plaza,
She's reading rumors.
put on the scene. The coroner also is paid, so when the coroner came, he knew the body was going to be there as well. Okay, does that sound right to everybody?
You want me to answer?
No, let John Frank answer that. Let John Frank, because I see his face. I know he
Wait, I'm confused right now. Let me just be clear. Maybe people are confused like I'm confused. Are you reading rumors? Or are you reading what you think?
No, I'm reading their theory. This
Oh,
is their
that sound like, I don't know. That sounded crazy to me. What do you think?
If you want me to keep 100 with you, that shit sound dumb as fuck.
That's what she need to hear. I feel the
Yeah.
same way, but I mean, I ain't say much. I'm gonna leave it alone.
That's dumb as fuck.
Yo, I have a theory for you, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Since we are logical. I think this from the freezer and on. You see how she has the whatever to her head? I'm guessing that they threw her in the corner and she banged her head in the corner, and when she came down, she busted her mouth. And that's how she had the hit in her head, and she was bleeding from the mouth. Shoulders, but the legs being cut, that could have been a rug burn.
definitely look like the
All
right
right.
person to me. Okay, my theory is I don't have a reason for the motive, but my theory is it is 5 individuals that the police are looking for. Everybody in this room who follows me believes this as well because we have all seen the 5 wanted posters for these individuals. We didn't
So
make
it.
it. This came out of the case. This came out the case file. Okay, we just looked at it the other day. There are 5 individuals that are involved with Kenneka's death. Do I believe that Monifa and Shamaya were involved? Absolutely. I feel like there might have been something going on. Maybe the security guard came to Kenneka or came to Monifa or Shamaya with a proposition. They tried to get Kenneka to take that proposition on to make some quick money, and that is how she was led down to that freezer. When she got down to that freezer, at that point she could have changed her mind, decided she wasn't going to do it, and he said, "You know what? Before I lose my job or whatever the case may be, I'm about to get rid of this bitch and leave her right here in this freezer." Excuse my language. I'm not calling her out her name, but this is what the man would have thought when he said it. And at this point, her friends all knew where she was or what was going on because they were already a part of knowing that she was going downstairs. That's somewhat part of my theory.
I feel like my theory is she died in a room. I feel like they killed her in that room, and they had help from the people who work in the hotel to help them out with disposing the body. I think they was paid for it. Ain't nobody gonna turn down no money to help, depending on how much money you speaking. And if they was charging people $250 for them parking spots, imagine how much money they had. See what I'm saying? If that was a fraudulent card, imagine how much money they could wire to them. See what I'm saying? So I feel like she died in that room. They got some help and they put her in the laundry cart. Security guard did what he did, put her in that bag. Why was there a janitor behind him mopping the shit up? What was he mopping up though? Then that bruise, well, I feel like that came from my ankle, is when the security guard pushed the cart with the bag on it and they hit something. That's why I think the bruise come from.
Hey Jazz, while he's right there, can you tell him about what we were just talking about the swollenness?
Oh, so it came up last night on last night's panel, basically stating how they didn't feel that the person in the freezer was Kenneka. They used was that she didn't have an arch in her foot. Her skin color was different, and her foot had too much white, and her foot was bigger than what it normally is. Now, if anybody knows, when you die, your body begins to break down. Your organs shut down. Your body swells. She was in a freezer for 21 hours. She didn't just, and that might be one thing to say, okay, she possibly did die in the freezer because maybe she was in there, she was struggling. to kick in, and her body slowly started to take the adjustments or take the steps that it would take. You swell. That's why she went from 135 to what? 159 or 140 to 159. It's water mass. That's common sense.
That's almost 20 pounds.
Changes. When my fiance died, he was as light as, if not the same complexion as John Frank. He was dark by the time he died. They had to put so much makeup on him that you could tell that he had cakes of makeup so that we could bring his skin color back to his normal skin color. What do people not understand about this? How do you look at a picture and say to somebody, well, that's not her because she doesn't have an arch in her foot? What?
They were saying that wasn't her because the tattoo was on the other side of the stomach. But people don't understand, when you take a picture sometimes and you upload it, it mirrors the tattoo. So a lot of people is tripping off the tattoo on the stomach.
I'm so glad we got some smart people in here tonight. Okay, somebody said, Jasmine, can you see what we're putting in the chat? I can, but I'm sorry. Listen, I have my hot flashes have kicked in. It's really hot, and I'm bothered. I'm really mad because I feel like they have made a mockery of this case. I feel like it has become a clown show, and it's really sad when people have that many followers who really believe this story that Teresa killed her daughter. We are supposed to be trying to find justice.
Call him up.
John Frank.
Get chosen on the panel.
No, stop that. Don't do that. Because you know that's going to do nothing but cause division. You know, and then the videos back and forth. And the words, let the people decide. They'll know, you know, what's true and what's not. Like, we can't cause division.
He's still live right now.
I don't even know what you said.
He's still live right now.
Let that man be live, you know, because he got people up in there that follow that, you know, they believe in him. And while we're there, if you don't mind, let me get a couple seconds. You know, I personally know about some personal hurt that he's did to people, you know, and good people that got good spirits, you know, good motives. Let me tell you something. I'm not in this for nothing. You know, I don't even know why God put me in this seat. But I had a chance to speak to people, and I don't want nothing. I don't got no followers. I don't got no channel. Let me just say, it ain't about no fame. It ain't about none of that. I'm letting you know right now, y'all need to wake up. Wake up. You say you woke, but wake up. There's something bigger going on, and it's a spiritual warfare. And I don't see if y'all know, but you need to just pay attention to the signs. I rock with everybody on that panel. That was my first time with Kate, though. I ain't never, you know, I maybe have seen maybe one or two videos. I don't know, you know, but I just can't do it because something in my spirit just does not agree. So I just don't. And I'm knowing I don't want to put this out there, and I'm not trying to be foul, and I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want to swear, but I swear I heard her like take a line of coke or something. I heard a sniff last night when she did her thing. I was kind of like, huh? She said, hold on. And she went over there. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I just wanted to say that.
Let me say one thing. Do y'all remember when Chosen King was on his panel and he had Katie and Katie got shut off and then he got shut off? Y'all remember that?
Yes.
That was my doing. That was my doing. I told Anonymous to shut them both off. I've been on that panel for 30 to 40 minutes trying to come on there because he had nothing but negative stuff to say about me. He's been blocking out everybody who been asking him to put me on the panel. They put Rico on. He ignoring that. Now today he wanted me to get on his panel, and I was like, about time. So when I got on this panel, I let him talk. And when I started talking, he made me mad when he kept on cutting me off. So I was like, you know what, man? You in it for viewers and subscribers, because why the hell do you got a PayPal link in your shit?
Now, hold on now. Hold on now. It's all right for people to donate to people. they're out here
Look, but
doing this
look,
stuff for their.
donate
I
for
mean,
what
I understand where
cause,
you're
though?
coming.
Donate, don't look, listen. It's a difference between donating for a good cause for Judas. The conspiracy theories of what he been saying about Mama Teresa and people donate to that, that's not fucking right, bro. You got
Can I
people
say
like
something real quick?
Jasmine. You got people. Listen, you got people like Jasmine who been digging up real information about this shit,
Can I say something
and
real
she
quick?
not asking dying. So for the PayPal doing this shit, and he lied with his little conspiracy, that's wrong, man. That's wrong, period. And then thinking I'm getting paid for this, why the fuck I'm still on the CTA, buses and trains, why I'm not driving?
But you know what? You already went over all that before when we talked. So let Mama J say something. She got something to say.
Thank you so much, sweetie. You guys check it out on a real level. Please, everybody, hear me out. Do you guys not see the spiritual warfare that's taking place right now? Do you guys not see the division that is taking place right now over a black child whose body was found in the freezer in a hotel in Chicago, Illinois, where thousands of kids are dying all day, every day? And this is what we're allowing it to do to us. We're allowing it to divide us instead of bringing us together from all fronts. This should be something that we should be fighting about from every corner of the world. So our voices should be screaming out loud. Justice for Kenneka. We not going away until we know what really happened to that baby. But here we sit, almost a month and a half into this baby's death, and we battling back and forth about who's saying what on their blog. We ought to all be supporting each other's blogs. When you're not on the air, somebody else on the air. We're going to send everybody over there. Vice versa. We ought to be helping to bring each other up. Them PayPal accounts that are open, if you really want to do something for the justice of Kenneka, how about you pledge and say, for every so many dollars, you're gonna donate X amount of those dollars to a justice fund so we can go out and hire our own investigative team to come in and look at this case and tell us what they're looking at and what they think they see and how they think they feel or what they think may have happened in that hotel that night. That's how you get justice. But all this going back and forth, it's a vicious cycle. It's the definition of insanity is everybody repeating the same shit over and over and expecting different results. And nothing changes if nothing changes. And on that note, I'm letting y'all have the mic back.
All right, can I say something real quick? Because I'm actually at work and might get in trouble. But I just wanted to bring something to your attention in regards to her in that freezer. Has anybody thought about her actually being killed on the dock and being put in the freezer afterwards, since all that dirt is in there?
You got a good point.
Repeat that.
Have y'all thought about her actually being killed on the dock that is right there near the freezer and then being placed in the freezer? Because she did have a lot of dirt on her clothes and on her sneakers.
It's a possibility because the dock is one of the locations that did not have a camera. So when the police submitted a document over to Crowne Plaza Hotel asking them which cameras do not work, and that was one of the cameras that was not inoperable. Sorry. So that's possible. I see we have CC who jumped into the live chat. Hi, CC.
Thought you said PC.
CC, are you?
Is Unique in the chat?
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, CC. Hey, honey, what's your opinion?
All right, I have a question. Have you guys seen the live videos from the party?
Yes, we have.
Have you guys seen the one in the red hoodie?
Yes.
Is the pool behind him?
Do we recognize the person behind him? The person with the red hoodie on?
No, the red hoodie. The red hoodies, the guys in the live pool.
So you're talking about the video that was done at another hotel, not the one at Crowne Plaza, right?
Yes, but if you go
I know what
look
she's
at
talking
that
about.
video,
That's the one who chose the king said that was me. That with them, the light skinned dude with the dreads with the hoodie on. That's who chose
go
him and
look
tried to say
at
it
the
was me.
video. Everybody's wearing the same thing wearing at Rosemont. If you go look at the video, you'll see the girl, when the guy walks in the hotel room from the pool, with a bandana, the Rosemont with a bandana, they're all wearing the same thing. So why would they be wearing the same thing at two different parties at two different hotels?
So the video that you're talking about, now listen, this is not to debunk what you're saying, but the video that you're talking about where the guy posted at the other hotel, that was done 2 days prior to Kenneka being found in the freezer.
On the 6th?
Huh?
Irene's birthday is really on the 6th.
Right. So it was possibly done on the 6th from another hotel. Now, if they wore the same clothes, I don't know. But it's
go look at the video, you can see the people in there wearing the same clothes.
I don't understand your point, really.
Right. I'm trying to understand.
I don't think at Rosemont. They're at a different hotel, and Rosemont, and Marriott is only 6 miles away, and they could have brought her there.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now I get your point. So basically, you're saying you could have, because what I will say is they did have 2 hotel rooms that weekend. They rented one at the DoubleTree Hotel and one at the Crowne Plaza Hotel. The same person rented the rooms in both locations.
It's not a big deal. Just when you get the time, go look at that video again and do it in slow motion in the room. I find it kind of funny.
Right.
They're all wearing the same clothes from Rosemont.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you. I will look for the video. But I
put your shirt on.
That's a valid point.
Wait, I do got.
That's all I want to do.
Language.
Got on the.
Put your shirt on, man. Come on.
I got on the jersey.
However, so for the people that are listening, P. Rico, is there anything else that you want the people to know since your panel that you were on today was so overpowered? Black ball.
I wasn't paying attention to dude. Y'all seen how I exposed him. I wasn't paying attention to him. It's like every time that I was getting closer and closer to exposing him, he kept on changing the subject, man. He kept trying to make it about either himself or me or Jedediah or the boyfriend of Mama Teresa or Teresa. He kept on missing the fact we were supposed to be talking about the justice for Kenneka in a Kenneka situation. This man want to know if I know the boyfriend, Jedediah's real name. Like, you study naming these guys. Are you feminine? You got some gay in you? You say you from Georgia. Did a transsexual slide up in you or something?
Let them live. Come on, bro. We got to keep it positive. You know, we got to show each other love.
I got a question for you guys. I just want to ask you guys this question. I want to know from everybody, what does justice really truly mean to each individual? Because maybe that's where we're getting, like my sister said, maybe that's where everything is getting thrown off track, because maybe the definition of justice or the picture of justice to everybody is not the same, because apparently there are some discrepancies here. And a lot of the things that I'm hearing coming from different YouTube channels or whatever, I just don't see where justice is being sought for Kenneka. I see everybody getting caught up in, what her mother did in her past life or what. I'll tell you what, be black in LA and let a crime like that go down. They gonna try to dig up everything and anything they think you did in your past. So don't you guys find it funny that this young black girl is found in the Crowne Plaza Hotel dead, but the police nor the media found it necessary to try and dig up any trash on her mother, but y'all want to say that the government is behind this. We have tried to dig up more trash on that family than the media, the government, or the police have. That sounds real confusing to me. Really, it does. We have tried to dig up more dirt, more slander, more innuendos, more assumptions on that woman and her family than the media, the Rosemont police, or anybody else has. And we all know from past experience, the Trayvon Martin case and any other case where a child was murdered, the first thing they do is go after the family to try to debunk the reason why the person was murdered or was treated the way that they were treated. But here in this Lone Star case, we ain't heard them say nothing negative about that family. All the negativity that's been spilled out has come from the viewing public. And I think that's real sick. I really do. As a people, I think we have digressed, and we have digressed in a rapid way. We as a people have digressed. We have totally stomped on, spit on, and disrespected our ancestors for the fight they fought for us to bring us to where we are today. And what's so funny about it, we've allowed people of other colors to come in and one more time bring division between us. And y'all still don't see them. Y'all still don't see it. And the writing's all on the wall right in front of your face. I'm done. Mic back. Turn over.
That was good.
Mic drop.
That was good. That was real good.
Okay, and I'm going to leave too, but I just want to feed off of one thing. P. Rico, my only problem with you, brother, is I don't feel you need to keep dragging the gays and everybody else into this. Myself being a gay male myself, I don't think that was even called for in that conversation. And a lot of the stuff you're saying is a lot of the reasons why a lot of people are turning against you. And that's all I have to say before I go back to work.
Hold on, wait. What you just say?
He didn't like the gay comment, which is respectful. You know what I mean? We gotta learn how we address one another.
Hey,
And
look, man. First of all, in this world, you are entitled to voice your opinion. That's what you got the rights to do. So if he take it wrong type of way, first, you want me to be honest or you want me to lie to you? I don't give a fuck. I got nothing against gays or none of that. But how the way he was trying to clown me, of course I'm going, man live off pride. We live off pride. So you mean to tell me if a guy come up to you and tell you when you can talk, you not going to get on him?
no, I understand. I understand, man. He came at you totally foul.
Again, saying I'm wrong or anything of that, trying to knock me on my mistake. The true thing is this: that man have no respect for women. So why should we respect him and take up for him right now? Obviously, he have no respect for women. So when you tell me get off him, get off his case, no. Stop trying to put a pacifier in his mouth. That's a grown man. And he disrespected women, forgetting the fact that if it wasn't for most of these women, we wouldn't be in this world. And you gonna sit there and let him disrespect a mother? I'm not going.
Let me add on to that. You don't disrespect nobody's mother. Nobody's mother. He got a big point. Like, would that dude say, like, certain people would say it to the person's face, but would he say the things that he's saying to Mother Teresa, especially with what she's going through now in real life? You get me?
No, I get y'all, man. I just try not to really, speak too much. I want you guys to express yourself because I mean, Rico, I watched it. I didn't like it at all. And in the comments, I expressed it. You know what I mean? And I was using words that I wanted him to see. But let's keep it real. Let's. Okay, suppose we some protesters and we on the front line in front of the police like you guys was. Let's take a step back 3 feet. Just to relax. Let's relax. Chill. Like Noy said, just relax, all right? Let's relax. Because there's a lot going on. And let me tell you, I know about some personal hurt that he done to somebody, and I've dealt with him kind of in the last couple of days, but God has been dealing with me. And I emailed him 3 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna keep it real. I emailed him 3 o'clock this morning to encourage him, but because I knew that he was having a problem with somebody that I became close to from this whole Kenneka case, like me and Unique, we close, and we have really came up with some stuff, you know what I mean? And she had ideas, and I don't want to get into whatever that is, but I'm just saying in general. I emailed him. He never returned my email. So I had heard something that God had spoke to my spirit, and I sent it to people that I felt that was really going through something, because this shit has been beating us down in the last couple of days, man, just to see what y'all are going through and what y'all are doing. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing to the people. You know, it's just, y'all gotta take that negative vibe and make something positive out of it. If you're gonna do something for the people, if you're really fighting for the people, that's what we need. That negative energy. You know, and I ain't trying to come with no Martin speech or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, man, look, I'm an older head. I'm looking down at y'all, and I'm saying, hold on, man, y'all need to chill. And I'm not talking about you, Rico. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Chosen. Chosen, that was foul. That was foul. You can call me whatever you want. I know what you into. You like to expose people. You like to do that. But let me tell you something, bro. I wear my humility. I don't give a damn. Humility. And that's what it takes. And I'm telling you, man, if you really are a believer and you say you are, don't put that on God, because that ain't God. God is not a God of confusion. I came on your show just a couple of days ago and broke up an argument on live. It's coming to me. Hold on. I got some stuff too. I just ain't been saying nothing because I want to be respectful to Jazz show. But let me tell you, I went on his show, and you can go back for the record if he don't take it down. I had to step in and say, hold on, this is unified. Let's just keep it real about this case. When Cain killed Abel, God said that his blood, the earth cried from his blood, and he was marked. You understand? The murderer was marked. That ain't nothing we have to worry about. But now we got the voice in the ear of everybody. And it's like, what can we do to do something positive for all of us? It ain't about you, and it ain't about Chosen. It ain't about me. It ain't about none of us. It's about all of us. We got to stand up together. Man, you know what? I really wish that y'all could hear from Unique, because Unique, yo, I'm going to tell you, and I agree with you. Rico, because Unique say, and it's hurt my feelings when she said it. She said, he hurt me. He said, he hurt my soul hurts. That's what she said. My soul hurts. My soul hurts. A woman saying her soul hurts from another man that ain't even her husband, her boyfriend, her son, you know what I mean? Her soul hurts. And she an older woman. I'm not, she of age, but she done been through some things, and her soul hurts. You don't know what a person goes through, bro. You got to stop doing that to people. I got the receipts. She got the receipts. We don't want to go there. I'm not into exposing people. But what you did was totally foul, how you handled this man. You should have handled him with love.
And let me say something. Because listen, I understand that people are going to have their own theory on what happened to Kenneka. And I say it all the time in this room. I don't care what your theory is, as long as it equals up to the same thing, which is justice for Kenneka. But when we start bashing the mom, bringing all the ex-boyfriends, the past boyfriends, now we have videos going around accusing people of being murderers and sticking a picture of a little girl in a freezer, and then we post it and we share it and we go in these rooms and we like, and we are part of the problem. We are not a part of the solution. When we feed into all of the stuff that's being said, we are nothing but the problem. And we have pushed ourselves 10 feet back away from being able to solve this thing. We sit in here, we go over the facts, we bring up the case report, we stick to what we know. But when you start bringing people's names into it and their families into it, it gets very dangerous. People are not okay with people bringing up other names and Billy Bob murdered this person, and oh, did you hear about such and such rape such and such, and pictures floating around, and then it's YouTube videos because one person takes that video and makes another video. Now they're talking about it. Then it spreads like a virus. We are the problem. We're sitting here talking about how do we come together in unity. My question last night on that panel was the same thing that my mother asked. What does justice look like to you? Okay, well, let's end this conversation on a good note. What are we going to do to be able to get justice? Nobody could answer the question. Nobody was willing to take the steps. Everybody want to sit on YouTube and talk about it. Y'all could check my receipts. And I'm gonna tell you, they can dig into my background. All I got is a DUI, and that was in 2008. I put my own business out there. It ain't nothing you can say about me that's gonna make me feel any type of way. I use my government name. Y'all got my email, and some of y'all got my telephone number. Run it, do what you want to do. I don't care.
Me too.
But at the end of the day, we all came here with the same focus and the same purpose. And that quick, we have made a mockery. And this is why people who are in high positions do not want to help find justice for Kenneka, because they do not want to be a part of this mess. They do not want to be a part of this disease. This is an infection. You think they're not sitting back looking at social media and reading the comments and what people have to say? We have hurt this case. We have hurt this case. We have allowed these people to walk free. We have allowed them to commit murder and go walk away and enjoy their little bitty lives, because at this point in time, all we worried about is going down the government. It's no longer about Kenneka. We're worried about why Teresa's arm is broke. We're worried about a black eye that I didn't even see her have. We're worried about how come the shoe didn't fit in the freezer. What does that have? How is that going to bring us any? Michelle being a transsexual, the kids not being Michelle's. What does that have to do with Kenneka? And all I'm asking them is, if you're not about Kenneka and you are about a conspiracy theory, change the topic of your page. Come into your room, they know what to expect. Because when I was invited onto that panel last night, I was literally, I have never felt the way that I felt sitting on that panel. I felt like a fish out of water. I will not sit at the table with the devil. I will not.
But can I say something now?
Hold on, wait. Before you do, let me add on to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Told me I was as calm as possible in that interview with him.
Yeah.
I even told him.
I thought you did good.
I even told the man, if we meet face to face, let's shake hands and fight for the justice for Kenneka, because you got the knowledge, you got the intelligence, but you letting all that go to waste.
You did say it.
Wrong reason.
You said it.
Ain't that what
I'm telling you, man, I was impressed, bro. I'm telling you, I was actually proud, because we just had the conversation the other day, you know, and at first I could have jumped to conclusions, but I had a chance to get to know you, you know, a little bit, and we had spent some time together, you know, and I felt like when you went on Mike's show, I felt like, you know, Mike treated you well. You know, he jokes a lot. That's just who he is. You know what I mean? But he didn't put you down like this man, like that man did you wrong, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you know,
my retaliation did him wrong, because I turned his panel to my panel. So
let me
you didn't run though.
Let me say something in response to a couple of people that are putting comments up. I see a comment from Yes who said, and now the interview is over, and what are you doing about it? So let me explain to you why we're doing what we're doing today.
People, bro.
Because there comes a time when you have to call bullshit. Because if I sit back and I allow this to happen, I am not doing any justice to Kenneka. Okay, If I sit back and I allow this to happen, I am no better than the person who is causing the ruckus. If I sit back and I allow for all of these rumors to start versus the amount of followers they have versus the amount of followers I have, do you understand how the infection spreads? It's not about, well, the interview's over, oh, well, get over it. You have destroyed people's lives. You have destroyed people's lives for the rest of their life. They will put their name in Google and this is what will come up. And you have the nerve, the audacity, come in my room and tell me what am I going to do about it? I'm going to put a sock in people's mouth. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call a spade when I see it. And it's a spade. It ain't looking too right to me. I have sat back for weeks. Okay. And I have wrote letters. I have called the chief of police. I have called the coroner. I have wrote a letter to the mayor. What the hell are you doing about it? For the people in here talking about, so what you gonna do now? What are you doing? What have you done besides sitting in front of YouTube listening to us talk? That's all I'm trying to understand. Have you started?
Tell them to come out there to Rosemont. Come out there and get to know.
Are you down in Rosemont?
Come out there to get to know us. We out there fighting for justice. Come out there and join us with y'all theory and conspiracy. Come out there and join us and tell them that. Because if y'all say I'm part of a conspiracy, why was I face to face with the police telling them that they're corrupt? I've been exposing them. Why you think I was a target? Because they knew I was the loud mouth and I woke people up to continue to fight. Let's wake up Rosemont. I'm not making this about me. I'm just letting people know that the stuff that Chosen King been saying, bro, it's the man.
Calm
I don't know
down.
what he been smoking. I don't
Take
know
a
what
breath,
he been
Rico.
smoking, but
Yeah, because
that wasn't marijuana. He been smoking PCP.
Oh man.
I want to say to Darnell,
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
just express in this room to you that I thank God for you, really.
Amen.
And I'm hoping that along this journey, in this fight for justice for Kenneka, I'm truly praying that I will be able to say, I told Rico the same thing today. When God puts a calling on your life, in spite of what anything or anyone may think, say, or feel about you, it's your responsibility to follow through on that calling. And when we say
Where'd she go?
to call people out on their unacceptable behavior, even though sometimes it might hurt to have to do it, it's what we're supposed to do. Just like when you were speaking of that lady who said her soul hurts. Every night that me and my sister go to bed, since this situation has taken place in Jazz, do you know that's the last words out of our mouth? Our souls hurt. My spirit ain't feeling right. Something ain't right about this. Look at the division. Look at the demise. Look at the ugliness. And it's got to stop. And whoever the person is that asked the question, well, now that such and such, what are you going to do about it? Like Jasmine said, please believe me. We got our receipts, as you young people say. We can show what we've been doing. We've been over here writing letters. We've been over here reaching out, not only in Chicago, but right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, trying to bring people on board. Because guess what, you guys? This ain't the first Kenneka Freezer case, and it ain't going to be the last. And as long as we continue doing what we're doing as separatists, guess what? All they doing is sitting back laughing at us. Look at these fools. Look at these fools. They don't really care about what happened to that girl. All they doing is trying to get some likes. All they doing is sitting up arguing and fighting. And guess what? Everything we do, they already know what we're going to do before we even do it. Because guess what? We repeat the same sick behavior over and over and over again. We come out for the protest. We march a few days. Then we get in an argument. Everybody want to go home. Well, I could say this much. If this was Los Angeles, California, baby, LA would still be turned up. I can guarantee you that. If Kenneka Jenkins lived in Los Angeles, California, LA would still be turned up. They would be giving us more answers from LAPD than we have received from Chicago or Rosemont thus far. But guess why? even in the midst of those people in Los Angeles craziness, when it comes to the fight, they're going to come forth and they're going to let their voices be heard, and they're going to put aside all their petty differences, and they're going to fight for the cause. Have any of you guys just taken the time to go back and just sit in your quietness of your home and play some of these YouTube blogs and just listen to the conversations that's taking place? Listen to the things that's being, I even listen to some of you guys' language. Some of you guys, not you guys on the panel, but some of these people have blogs and they really have a whole lot of good stuff to share, but you can't hear the goodness because the word out of their mouth is this motherfucker, this and this nigga and my nigga, and fuck this shit, and you motherfucker. And it's like, really? And y'all want somebody to sit and
I feel
listen
like
to
you
that?
talk about my channel.
No, I like
I
your
mean,
channel. I like your channel. I listen to your channel
I
early
try
in
to
the
be.
morning.
I try to be positive.
Protest.
But all I'm saying to you guys is that as an older individual, and I'm quite sure I'm older than a whole lot of you, maybe most of you in this room. I've been here almost 60 years. My dad was an activist. My dad was an activist, and I got the proof to prove it to you. But guess what? You never heard my dad talking about I'm an activist. When my dad opened his mouth, he always said, I am for the people. I am here for the people. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, because when it all boils down, we all bleed the same. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And until we
yes,
can
ma'am.
get that part in our minds, it's not about the color of our skin. It's about the content truly of our character. It speaks volumes about who you are and what you're really about in life. And when you, Rico, this is a lot of this, what I'm getting ready to say is basically for you, and this is because of my deep-rooted love for you. Never allow anyone to rent free space in your heart, your mind, or your spirit. Because once they realize that they can tap in and rent free space in those three vital parts of your body, your shell, they're going to take it and run with it, and they're going to come at you every time. Some people you have to turn off and let go and just be done with them, because they're going to be who they are, no matter what you say or what you don't say. And like Darnell said, I watched him in that room when you guys were on that panel. I was watching his messages in the inbox. It was killing him. What was going on that panel last night was killing him.
It hurt.
It was hurting him. I was reading his words in the box, and I was like, wow, they don't even get what they're doing to people. So I'm just saying, you guys, can we please try to...
Is she still talking?
Try to agree that in spite of our differences, we can all agree to disagree, and we can still try to find a way to bring each other up. I might not like everything I might not like your theory, but I still want to promote you, because I believe, in spite of whatever your theory is, your purpose is to truly get justice for Kenneka. And that's for anybody on this panel. I got your back. I'm not going to let nobody talk about you in a bad way, not in this room anyway. But I ask you guys to do the same thing for Jasmine and I's channel.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
All righty. That's all. I'm done.
Look, Jazz, hey, look, Rico, let me just ask Jazz a question. Is Unique in the room, in the chat? And you can go ahead, Rico. I'll get out the way.
I'm not aware of who Unique is. Who is Unique?
Is she Uniquely?
I don't think so. If she is, I put the hangout in the box, so they're more than welcome to join the panel if they want to. But I just listen. I
have a question.
Go ahead, honey.
Are they only doing protests at Rosemont?
You said what?
That's for you, Rico.
Doing protests at Rosemont Hotel.
Yes, we are out there doing the protest for Rosemont.
The mayor's house or the police station or just the hotel?
I understand where this question is going, and I answered it earlier today. We are most definitely trying to get numbers to march from the Crowne Plaza to the police station. Trust me.
The mayor's house would be the best.
We'll do that once we find out who all gonna really come out there. Because at the end of
Let's wait
People
on
need to open up their cards.
let's wait on that. Let's not push that right yet. That's promoting something that we're not really trying to promote yet. Let's get back to, we got to get past this division.
See, right, and exactly. We have. Listen, I have never. Well, okay, let me take that back because I haven't been on YouTube that long. I am not a YouTuber. I don't even want to be considered a part of the YouTube world because I'm not. I'm only here for Kenneka. When we get justice for Kenneka, I'm out this thing. I am not going any further than that. So I'm not a YouTuber. But we have to. I have never in my life, the whole time. I'm saying this wrong. In the time that I've been on YouTube, I have never spoken on Mike Larry. I just found out about Chosen King. I didn't even know who he was or anybody else. But I can't sit back and I can't support the madness. I understand their theories, but that's completely different from fighting for Kenneka. That's all I'm trying to get people to understand. It's what they're talking about has nothing to do with Kenneka. That has to do with the government and exposing the government. Go ahead.
But with Mike Larry, let's make sure we put that out there. That Mike Larry does different things, man. He's a very unique person, man, and he got a good heart. And he even know, he told me I got a passion for the people, and he was the one that gave me a chance and an opportunity to speak my voice. So I'll never speak anything or any will against Mike Larry. And the rest of them, I just really got onto you. I really wasn't rocking with YouTube like that either, but I can come find what I'm looking for truth. But we're not using these tools, for right. Like we need to use this to build something. We're destroying right now.
What does Mike Larry talk about on his channel?
Kinds of different topics, you know what I mean? Like how we're doing this right now. We just hanging out. We got a conversation. We having a conversation.
But I mean, it's a positive channel.
It's positive. It's positive. It's positive.
I used to watch his channel and then I just stopped.
But
I don't remember.
People have different.
I was about to say, I think what we have to understand is, listen, they're all great in their own way. For what they do, they're great. For example, Chosen King would be amazing if his channel was about exposing the government. Amazing.
Or sci-fi.
Yeah, amazing. You know what, John?
I'm sorry.
You guys, I don't think y'all seen my channel, man. Me and Rico done went at it on my channel.
I saw it, but do you?
And now look,
do you see how you were able to have the conflict
cool.
and move past it?
Can I say one more thing about
John,
the Mike Larry?
Talk.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, but do you see how you guys were able to have your conflict and move past it?
Because you know what? I came at him in his inbox and it stopped. And he stopped and I stopped. And it wasn't nobody asked nobody to stop. We just that wasn't the point of it. The point was whatever we was talking about.
Right. Go ahead, Darnell.
We wasn't trying to get points off each other.
Right. That part.
Again, I want to make sure that I say it again, with Mike Larry, don't put my hands on anything that anybody else do. This is just Darnell speaking from Darnell. You know what I mean? I'm telling you how he did me. So somebody asked, was the show positive? Look, people do different things, and however way you get the message out to the people and you get their attention, man, that's the main thing that you try to do, man, is just reach people, man. If we could just use all y'all different skills and put it together, man, maybe we can create something. Like I love that you guys had the panel. The power panel was all that because I got to see everybody that I listened to. But then I got to see the difference in everybody's point of view. But y'all couldn't have a conversation without disagreeing. Like it was a lot of disagreeing and a lot of talking over. And I was in the chat getting pissed off because I was like, let Jasmine say something. She couldn't get a word. It bothered me. You know what I mean? Like, put our thoughts together to make one brain. let's just do it like that. You know what I mean? And I'll come back later with something to say. I've just been thinking about things. I'm gonna step outside, get out the way.
But listen, them.
Well,
I want to clarify something. It was not them not allowing me to speak. I didn't feel comfortable speaking. Like I'm on a panel with people who don't have the same belief as me, and any question that I would have asked would have been answered with a conspiracy on top of a conspiracy on top of a conspiracy. Well, how come, well, why don't you think that if that wasn't Kenneka, why don't you think Kenneka's mother would have said, no, that's not her on the picture? The response would have been, well, because Teresa's involved in the conspiracy. Well, why do you think Teresa didn't just have it at a small church? Oh, because she doesn't care about her daughter. There was nothing that I can say or could have said that would have brought any light to their thought process. And it's okay. That's okay. It's okay for them to feel a different type of way, but it's completely different when you are assassinating people's character while doing it.
But that was basically chosen. Do what he said.
I thought
Can I ask you something?
Back, Darnell.
I know, man. Hold on, because I thought about something and I'm gonna shut up. Look, man, it bothers me. It bothers me that everybody knows something. Like, I'm glad that you guys are all smart. Like, I feel like I'm the class clown around all these smart people. Like, you guys have a power panel, but because somebody has a certain negative, a narrative about it, it seems like they want everybody to agree with it. Just because y'all have a disagreement or y'all don't agree on the same thing, why do you have to bash one another? I hate that. Knowledge, you don't do knowledge like that. The way he carries you today bothered me, man. You got knowledge, but you ain't got no wisdom. You would have knew better to stop.
Knowledge, but no wisdom. Yet again, all
can I ask you? How do y'all know this kid? How do y'all know this kid doesn't have like a problem? Like, he has like a mental issue or something, like for real. Not even no jokes.
You know what, John? I'm not about to play with you today.
I'm dead serious. I'm serious.
Say all that.
How do we know? How do we know there's not something a little bit like off with him? And that's why he is how he is. And that's just how he is. Imagine if he's been like that his whole life. And it's not just about this situation. Then I feel bad for him.
You know what? Honestly, I would have to say that if that is the case, I feel bad too. And there's, at the end of the day, and that is why I didn't speak on the panel, because there's nothing that you can say to convince people who have that type of thought process.
And look,
it takes somebody special to think like that and say the things he said with the way he said it. He said it with passion. Like, I didn't think he was lying. You know what I'm saying? I think he believes what he believes, and that's the part that's crazy.
Yeah.
Showing us about those not being Obama or Michelle's kids, and he said, "Yeah, I'll get it to you." What? You got that type of clout?
Well,
They're still trying to prove out. They're still trying to get Obama's birth certificate.
Yes, sir.
I want to say to Darnell real quick. You can't say that I don't got the wisdom because I responded to him and I responded to him.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about him.
Oh, I'm for the say because
I ain't like the way he came at Rico. Honestly, I was watching it in my house next to my girlfriend, and we were laughing. I was like, "Oh, I wish I could get on this," because me and Rico wasn't even seeing eye to eye. But I was just like, I didn't like it. I felt like he was my friend, and I felt like once he said, "Yo," once he started accusing Teresa of being involved, he said, "Yo, you're crazy," and I said, "Yo, somebody needs to." I'm sorry, but I said somebody needs to slap this kid, because that's when I felt like, yo, he's going too far. Because it's like, what if he said that in
He
person?
went way too far, bro.
Wait a
Way
minute,
too
John.
far.
You need to use that word
What
friend
if he
lightly.
said that in Chicago?
If
You
he said
need
that
to
in
use that.
Chicago,
Wait a minute.
Hi, Jazz.
You need to use that word friend lightly because Rico got ate up today by using that word.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave it alone.
hold on,
Hi,
wait.
Jasmine. How you doing, beautiful? I just wanted to introduce myself.
I was just ready to introduce you, but you see how they over here messing with me? Trying how
Yeah.
What do you mean
thought
I
everything
got ate
we're
up by
talking
using
about.
friend word?
Yo,
No,
Rico,
it's
you should
okay,
have
Miss
told
Jasmine.
him
I do
that
know a
ain't
little
that
bit
and that
about the
ain't
men
this.
on your panel.
You said what, John Frank?
um,
You should have told him that ain't that and that ain't this.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the names. So this is who Darnell was talking about. Hi.
hi, how are you?
Give us your opinion on this madness.
Oh, Lord, honey. Um,
Oh man, I hope she ain't seen what me and him got.
oh
Yo, my
no,
sister got she
I
got
seen it, P
wisdom. She got
Rico. I seen it, P Rico. But don't worry though, my brother. Don't worry. I got a spiritual discernment over here that's so tough. I got you. I got you, my brother. Um, to kind of chime in on Chosen. I'm new to these YouTube thing too. Of course, like everybody else, this Kenneka Jenkins case, it just kind of tugged at my soul a little bit. I knew it wasn't right. So that's when I decided to hop on the YouTube and, just see what everybody was kind of talking about. Chosen Kings was one of the first YouTubers that I subscribed to. Um, and he gravitated towards me. He put me on this panel. I actually talked a couple of times a night. And unfortunately, I think that, and this kind of sucks because I seen him trying to move into the right direction, but unfortunately, a lot of his viewers and his subscribers are not. So I think once I was trying to point them in the right direction and I was just kind of speaking my piece, he just shut me down. And I'm just gonna put it to you like that. But he did it in such a disrespectful way that I'm not even gonna lie. It hurt my feelings at first, but now I'm kind of pissed off about it. Um, I've never had any kind of confrontation, any kind of disagreement with him, anybody on his panel. But see, one of the things that I've noticed about Chosen is that if you disagree or you have a different point of view, he doesn't accept that. He doesn't accept that with open arms. He doesn't have a panel to converse for grown folks. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Because when he got on his live the other day and he put his clown suit on, unlike everybody else that he's had this kind of conversation with, he allowed them to speak their piece, give their opinion, and even defend their character. I'm a young lady. I'm 31. I'm very educated, but I don't know it all. So I'm open to commentary. I know everybody's not gonna agree because what's the point of that? How can you learn and grow if everybody agrees with what's coming out of your mouth? What he did to me on live is he just straight shut me down and then blocked me all at the same time so I couldn't defend myself.
I seen it and then deleted her messages.
And deleted
Completely.
everything. So, Jasmine, I want to say thank you, ma'am, for letting me be a part of your panel. You're beautiful. I have watched a couple of your videos. I just haven't really had a chance to collaborate, with your viewers and yourself because I was so caught up into his shit. Excuse my language.
Don't let Lil Sean hurt your feelings.
Tell her how you really feel. Tell her how you really feel.
Now,
Oh,
honestly,
Look like Big Sean, Lil Sean.
honestly, what I got from this case is I think that this case was meant to bring us together, to be completely honest.
Hello.
And because of the craziness that they have put out there, it's like feeding a dog a bone. They're gonna give you so much to run with. And everybody's kind of sucking it up. But this is just to keep us away from the bigger picture.
You know, we all want justice for Kenneka just like I do. I mean, that's a 19-year-old baby that they so-called found in the freezer. You know, so it's crazy for everybody. But you have to understand, you know, the way that things go in the law and even in a criminal investigation, whether it's criminal or not, they have a way that they do things and they release information. The way that they released that girl's information, it was beyond messy. So that's how you know right there that this just threw a wrench in our coming together. We have to see that as a whole. And the reason why we need to come together because we live in the last times. So why we all wrapped up in this Kenneka Jenkins case and we disagreeing? Because a lot of us don't
Preach.
have that discernment to agree to disagree. All the rest of the shit is falling apart. This new world order stuff, this depopulation stuff that people really don't want to open up their eyes and look at. This is really happening. All
Talking about
these,
earlier.
I mean, all these man-made storms. You know, I come from San Diego, California, and right now, today, all of our homeless people are missing. Explain that to me.
Jasmine, was I not
You
talking
know,
about that earlier?
you know, something as simple as, you know, people saying things like, you know, our displaced disaster victims in Houston and in Florida that's putting in these FEMA camps that, yes, they are at Walmart. They're killing these people. And because we so wrapped up in this Kenneka Jenkins case, and now we're fighting amongst each other because we got these YouTubers that's going against each other, all because you don't agree with me, or because you watch somebody else's channel. So now I'm not gonna fuck with you. I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say. This is nothing but divide and conquer.
It is. And the sad part about it is, like I just said, it takes us 10 steps back. Because at the end of the day, if we could have all came together on this particular case, what has happened here is something that has never happened before. We have
Yes,
never had
ma'am.
people come together, especially on social media, the way they have regarding this one child. So imagine the change we can make if we were able to come together and bring justice for this one person. Do you not understand what the police and all the higher ups would say? They would say, wait a minute, they done figured this out. Hold on
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
Wait a minute. Wait, next time you go to that crime scene, make sure you do that correct, because we don't know if this is going to hit social media. What people don't understand is they never realized that the death of Kenneka was going to hit the scene the way it hit the scene. So when they use the word cover up, make sure you're using that word the correct way. Do I believe Rosemont covered this up? Absolutely. But I believe that they covered it up because they never realized it was going to be so big that they could have shoveled this under the ground and called it an
Mm-hmm.
accident and left it alone. But because we are
Yes,
demanding
ma'am.
answers, we are now seeing the flaws that they made in this case.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I appreciate you, my sister, and this is something that I do not have to explain to you and nobody on your panel, because I see that you have a very intelligent panel, young or old, it doesn't even matter. But for our viewers and the people that they think they woke, but they really not. This goes way deeper than what people really think. Okay, so
Preach.
really think about it. Just kind of step outside of the box for a second. We're talking about Chicago. Chicago is you know, people coming up missing, coming up dead. This is nothing just this year. You know, from January to March. 90 days. We have 504 murders in Chicago. You didn't hear about that shit on the news. You know, you didn't have nobody out there protesting. They weren't even talking about it on YouTube. You know, Kenneka Jenkins, she had a spiritual rail wrapped around her so tough that it brought people around the world together talking about this girl's case.
Come
It was
on now.
meant to bring us together for unity. But see, a lot of us, and I'm going to put it to you like this, Miss Jasmine, only do what we can do to get the word out there and to get our people to unify and to wake up. But for the people who are asleep, I hate to say it because I am a child of God, but there's really nothing that we can do for them people. And I'm going to explain a little further And this even goes back to the pencil whipping of our Bible, King James, the King James version of our Bible. So when our people are going to church, and like I was speaking to Darnell about this, the Catholics are the worst. Not in the worst in the sense that I'm trying to downgrade their religion, but what I'm saying is that from the pencil whipping of our Bible and changing the language and even adding letters, when you change a word, it changes its meaning. So while our people are thinking that we're going to church and we're praising our God, they actually had us praising the wrong fucking God. That's why the devil is so strong. That's why, our people are so sleep. The people have been welcoming the devil into their soul and their spirit for years. They don't even know it. So right now that our God is calling us to unify and come together, it's harder than what it has ever been. And
Unique.
so I need
What
my
did it do
people to
to the
hear
people?
this.
What did it do to the people, Unique? What did it do? What
It
did it do
opened them
to
up
our
for the
soul?
devil to take control. It opened the doors for
We
the
talked
devil to
earlier.
take control.
And you know what? Uniquely, this is Mama J. Jasmine don't like me to say it, but this is Mama J, Jasmine's mother, so I won't say it anymore now that you know who I am. But my
you
sister
gotta
and
mute Mama J now, Unique.
I just was reading, mine went out, was just reading something the other day about a government experiment. Listen to this, that has been taking place right on Facebook amongst all of us good Facebook blogging, posting people, how they are able to take, what they do is they will go in and deliberately shut down or take away anything that has been posted positive in order to draw us to to show how quickly we will draw to the negative and they wanted to see how they can actually manipulate our emotions. So what they do is every so many posts, they will go in and deliberately close down or take away a positive post that somebody has put up, or how many people will be drawn to that negative post. And I've been telling people this. I watch it on my own page all the time. I can post something negative and I'll have 300 people that will come and like or say something on that post. And then I'll post something positive and I might get 5 people to comment or like on it within the next 5 or 10 days. And so everything that you're saying is true. And until people can wake up and take heed to what this young lady is saying, like I said earlier, we're going to continue to stay stuck on stupid. We are in a serious spiritual warfare right now. And if people don't realize that what happened to Kenneka Jenkins what happened to Kenneka was supposed to bring us together and not divide us. If you guys don't catch that, it's something seriously going on. People might really want to go back and start revamping their relationship that they claim that they do have with God. Because this right here is ugly. This is ugly.
Yes, ma'am. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. And I actually was listening to you speak before I had got the link to join this panel. You are absolutely correct. And I need my young people to not just open up your eyes, don't just see, but I need you to digest the information that you are giving. And you need to learn how to regurgitate it. Because while we are focusing, and please excuse my language, because I know we have an elder on the panel, but this bullshit that they are feeding us, they doing it for a reason. Because they really wasn't expecting Kenneka Jenkins' spiritual realm to be so strong to bring everybody across the world together on this. That's why they decided to close the case. That's why they put out those videos. That's why they released the pictures of this baby in this freezer. They did all of this for a reason.
Speak.
And you have to see that. So while we all fighting against each other, trying to pick apart this case, look, we all grown. We all going to have our opinions. And they are going to be different. Just like what the Bible said, when he created us differently. None of us have the same fingerprints. But we have to come together. We have to learn to agree to disagree. And the reason why this is happening, the reason why they are putting out, all of this fictitious information is because they know that we're going to fight over this. Just like what Mama said, they've done studies on us. They know exactly who we are. But the issue is we don't know exactly who we are. And we have to learn that first before we will even be able to unify. So with that being said, while we all wrapped up and we fighting against this Kenneka Jenkins case, you got our president signing executive orders that are taking our amendments our first and second amendments. So, while this stuff was happening, they making man-made disasters. They killing our homeless. They displacing our residents. They taking them to these FEMA camps. Yes, they killing them too. I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe that, but please wake up and open up your eyes. They are killing these people. He's signing warrantless bills. That means we already know that the police would just come into your house without a warrant already, but now it's the law.
Hey, but
they can just come up into your house.
No, go ahead, because
no,
I got something for you. No, because you know how I go.
I've been
go ahead.
That.
So they signing this warrantless law. Not even to mention, even before these man-made hurricanes hit Houston and Florida, he made it illegal to be homeless. How dare you? You are the government. You are supposed to help these people. You're the one that put them on the streets. So now you're going to make it illegal for these people to be homeless?
I told people we got to wait for the end.
I mean, chemtrails, all of this stuff. This stuff that you guys research online, this New World Order, this martial law, these FEMA camps, all of this stuff, they are doing it for a reason. Why do you think that Puerto Rico is actually a United States territory, but they don't have no rights? They can't even vote for our president. I'll wait. And why black people think they free?
Like I said.
Why black people think they free? Do your research, my young ones. Not on my panel, because y'all vote. But for the people in the chat and all the thousands of people that's watching this live, do your research. They vote every 10 years to still give us the right to vote.
Yep.
So you still think you're entitled to something?
Go ahead, Rico.
I've been telling people about that, about Operation HARP. That's that technology they use in the tamper with our weather system. I told them that I've been trying to stress that to a lot of people, that these weather, this shit here, bro, this shit is man-made with all them hurricanes back to back to back like that. Come on, man. That don't happen, man. It's all part of their plan to create the new world order, to go with that plan. That's what I told him today when me and him got into it. I say, we should come together as one, use the knowledge to what you got and use it to positivity. You using it for the wrong cause.
Right. And so not to interrupt you, my brother, but a perfect example of how the devil worked is when I had decided to join YouTube and I hopped on Chosen King's panel. Everything that I had to bring to the people was positive. I stayed in my lane. God put me here for a reason. I'm young. I'm only 31 years old. But I've been awake for a long time, and that's because the devil has been attacking me and my family for years. So I had to figure it out young, or it would have been my demise. And now I'm raising a young black man in this society. So just for my panel, just real fast, and then I'll let some other people jump in. Are you? So I know you guys are aware of this movie that just came out on the 20th of October called Geostorm, right?
No, I only know because you put me onto it.
Okay, so we all do know about the genetically engineered foods, which is making us sick, causing cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of this stuff, right? Then we got genetically engineered storms. That is HARP. That is the chemtrails. That is the stuff that is killing our earth, which is why we are living in the last days. So now they come out with okay, so this is the devil in work, because it even goes back to the Bible.
Come on.
They're not hiding nothing. They put it right in front of your face. It's just for you. When people tell you and show you who they are, you have to believe them. So I'm going to read you verbatim the plot to this new movie called Geostorm, Genetically Engineered. And just listen to it. Listen to it, and while I'm speaking this, think about in your head everything that you done seen on the news, everything that you done witnessed just in the past couple of months, what's actually really happening to us now. Here it is verbatim.
I don't believe it.
Well, listen. After
It's
an
just me or something breaking
unprecedented
up?
series,
Are you breaking
listen.
up? Or
After
is it just me?
Wait. This is kind of like a conspiracy theory.
it ain't no theory. It's not. This is real. This is happening. So just hear me
In the
out for a
movie.
second. Yeah, I know the movie is fake, but the movie is an actual true depiction of what we are living through. And this is why I just wanted, to kind of speak a little bit before I read it.
Every movie
And
they show like that in the theater, they most definitely telling us what
right,
we're living in or what they planning against us.
right. So just listen to this.
Just like those movies that you see.
Okay, so here's the plot to this movie, Geostorm, which is genetically engineered storm. After an unprecedented series of natural disasters threatening the planet, let's stop. These hurricanes, these fires. What have you guys all heard on the news? Unprecedented. I'm going to leave you there.
No. Speak about the
world.
fires.
Oh, yeah, the fires. Okay, so California. So I'm from San Diego, California. So all these wildfires that we get in California every year is nothing new. It's usually a wildfire in like a forest or something. Just tear up trees, land, the mountains, stuff like that, right? But this year, they are actually decimating whole communities, whole houses, whole cars. But now go back and do your research. Go back and look at the news. Look at CNN. Look at your news that you trust, that you listen to keep you safe, right? How in the hell can you tell me that a fire can burn so hot that it will decimate your whole community, house and car, but the trees are still standing, honey, leaves and all? That's because it's man-made. So then when they displace all of these people, guess where they're going? They're going straight to Walmart, to these FEMA camps where they're killing people. But see, people don't want to believe that. Okay.
I don't believe that.
Okay. So after
you had me until we get up to that part.
Let Jazz get in there.
And then I feel like it's extra. You get me?
Okay. That's fine.
Like I'm
let
with
Jazz
you.
get in there. We ain't heard Jazz in
Okay. Well, before I continue.
They had a segment
okay, well listen, what part of it okay, so what part of this don't you believe?
Were you watching CNN when Harvey hit and then they put a guy on the news real quick for 5 seconds, a homeless guy. People in the FEMA camps and they're burying their bodies, and then they took them off the camera. You didn't think that was a little crazy?
Hey, hold on.
No.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but out of respect, because this is her panel, I want to make sure it's all right that y'all having that conversation because we're going deep, but I want to make sure we can respect her part.
I can't even get it out because I'm trying to read it. I'm so discombobulated and listening at the same time. This is what I want to do. I definitely want to talk about that conversation back. A lot of the people are wanting to hear what we feel about the Kenneka case and what we're going to do to try to get justice for the Kenneka case. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and end this show, and I'll come back on and rename the topic, so that we can make sure that the people that are in the room are listening to what they want to listen to. Because everybody's like, well, what about Kenneka? What about Kenneka? Yes, please, can you get back on track? What about Kenneka? So let me prepare for that, because I was not prepared for that. This show was based on just debunking the conspiracy theories that we have heard, based off of what people are, the conspiracy theory that they have surrounding Kenneka. At the end of the day, I
Right.
do not think that the conspiracy theory that surrounds this baby in this freezer. So,
Okay. Well, yes,
yeah,
ma'am. And Miss
Most
Jasmine,
definitely.
I don't mean no disrespect, like at
no,
all.
it's not for you. This is
Um, and I do know your viewers want to get to the bottom of this Kenneka Jenkins case, and so do I.
She
But what
bold.
I was just trying to stress, just like your mother, and ma'am, I don't know your name,
Miss J.
but I had a spirit. Okay, Miss A, I had a spiritual connection with you just by hearing you when I first got on your baby's live. Here's what I'm trying to stress to my viewers. Justice is only going to go this far. And I hate to really say it like that. I don't want to seem unsensitive, but we all know that everything around Kenneka Jenkins, it stinks. We all know that these higher ups are involved in that. Now, those are facts. We can sit here and pick apart this Kenneka Jenkins case, but honestly and truly, in your heart, just one time for me, just think about it. Do you really think we're going to find justice, true justice? If you don't know it by definition, look it up. Do you really think we're going to find justice? Because the people who are involved in this, they're not going to allow that. Let's reference to the Kendrick Lamar case. His parents went as far as actually being able to afford to dig up their baby just to find that there was actual foul play, that he was stuffed with newspapers. What justice did they get for that boy? They got sued.
my opinion. We have
Trust me.
this,
Everything that's in the dark gonna eventually come out to the light. I
this
don't
is
care
the
what
one.
nobody.
This is the one case that has hit social media and people in a completely different type of way. Now, there's steps that we have to take. We can, and anybody in my chat, don't take this the wrong way. I'm just using it as an example because it just popped up on the screen. But we can throw a part, with Kenneka, Justice for Kenneka, and we can throw up hashtags with Justice for Kenneka. But if we're not taking the necessary steps that need to be taken to get justice, then the answer to that question is no. Now, if there's enough people that believe that we can get justice, then yes, we can. But there's steps to that. People need to educate themselves and understand what it takes to be able to get a case reopened. It's not just Teresa that can do these things. We have a case file that we have never had before on any case ever. They have released a full-blown case file. All it takes is for a team of people to get together and find discrepancies. And the moment you find discrepancies, you can then take it to them and say, we demand for the case to be reopened. But we have to do the work. If we just sit back and don't do anything and they've released all these files to us and we're not looking at them and we're not reading them and we're not paying attention, then no, we're not. This has never happened before, ever. Like we are all in agreement that we have never seen a case released to us the way they released Kenneka's case. What they have done is they have supplied us with the tools. Now, my thought process on why they released it is this, and I broke it down to Darnell like this earlier today when I talked to him. Let's just think about it like this. There's 5 individuals that we see for a fact are wanted or being sought or for questioning in the death of Kenneka. Let's just say all 5 of those people are a part of this murder. That means that's 5 people they have to prosecute. That's 5 different trials. That's 5 different public defenders. That's a whole lot of money that Rosemont was not trying to spend to fight this case. That's a whole
Right.
lot of money they would have
Ex-
lost trying to find Kenneka's murderer. So,
Excuse me.
yes.
Excuse me. Now look, but when you found all that information, that was early that morning. A lot of people didn't get a chance to see that. That, if they go back to your old videos, they can see everything of when the 5 individuals was announced, because you talked about it before, and your mom said something about 5, and she used as an example. She said 5 individuals, and that's when you found all 5. So I just want to add that to that, that you have the files. If anybody wanted to see it or whatever, you have all that.
Absolutely. So, and like I advised all of my followers, I will put it in a shared drive for all, almost like a study group. You want to put it in a shared drive and we all sit back and go live and look at it and see if we can find the errors in it? Absolutely. I'm with it 100%. But the point that I'm making is we have to understand that this is just completely different than any other case we've ever seen. And my personal
Yes,
opinion,
ma'am.
I'm going to use this as an example. The live video that they played in the room when Irene was live, social media sat back and tore that video a lot. They tore it apart. Just about word for word, everything that we thought we heard was confirmed in the trial. They literally broke it down in transcript form. That what we thought we heard was correct. That was the first thing they realized. Okay, well, they got that. Then the 5 people that the world has picked out were just about maybe 1 person or 2 people off. Well, we thought those were the guilty people. Damn, they figured that out too. Now we're turning around and we're trying to dissect the pictures, and we probably half-assed got that right. And they're like, well, yep, they got that right too. You know what? Instead of us having to pay to find them, go ahead and let them find them. Give them this information and see what they do with it, and let's sit back and watch and see what they do. That's what we're doing, work for them for free. And I'm fine with that as long as it brings justice. But we can get justice for Kenneka if we do it the right way. If we're sitting back and if we are accusing her mother and her family and whoever else of being a part of her death, then no, we're not. We're making problems worse.
Exactly.
Now understand, we can either help this case or we can harm this case. What's going on right now is harming the case. Rosemont does not have enough power to handle all of us and our yays and our nays. But if people are not taking a pen to a piece of paper, and while you're looking at these videos and listen, I have a full-blown folder that we document different things that we see on. If you don't think that I'm coming at these people with power or with some evidence, they're crazy. And I know they already like, who the hell is Jasmine Lee? Because she done already sent out a formal complaint to the police chief. They done already called me. Oh yeah, baby, I'm on your helmet. All the way from Las Vegas. I'm here. Hello. You know my name? Let me introduce myself again. That's what we have to do, but it just can't be one. We can't just sit back and say, yeah, we want it and hope Teresa goes and get it for. And guess what? Even if she don't want it, I'm still coming to take it. You don't want justice for your baby? I'm gonna come grab it for you and show you what it looked like. That way people can see no matter who you are. If it's not, it's just like saying somebody's on the panel and something happened to their child. You don't want it, I'm gonna come get it. Somebody abused their kid and killed their kid and they go to jail, we gonna sit back and we gonna fight for that justice for that baby. But us sitting back, I don't know, it's not gonna bring her justice. Hold on, Mama J wants to make a comment.
I'm sorry, Jasmine gets mad at me, and I apologize, Fats. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to you. But I want to just share this concept with you guys. This is just my own. Like I told y'all, I'm old school. See, I go all the way back to the Black Panther movement. But I'm going to tell you something else that I thought of in my mind. When Jasmine and I went through that case file, and I saw the wanted pictures for those 5 individuals. Now, all 5 of these individuals, we had already went and looked at their Facebook pages and all that before they were ever deactivated or taken down. I'm gonna tell you what I believe Rosemont was doing. They put that in them case files. Y'all in Chicago, we talking about Chicago, Illinois. Y'all don't know it yet, but they're trying to turn Chicago, Illinois into a concentration camp. y'all want to talk about bringing down the government, you might
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
look at that, because that's what the government is trying to do with y'all in Chicago. This is what my mind told me. Wow, they put these 5 people in this file. They dumped this file on us. So what are they really trying to say to us? See, they want us to know who the 5 people are, because they want y'all out in the streets to be the ones to take them down.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
that's what they want, because that's what they know the history is in Chicago. They put them 5 people out there. They already know that these people are gang affiliated, they're drug affiliated, they're weapons affiliated. So they say this, guess what? Instead of us going in and trying to take them down and spending a bunch of our money and our time, let's put them out there and let's see what the streets do with them. Let the streets handle it. You guys need to read into all of that. I'm telling you guys, there has never been a case ever that I could think of in my time where the police department has allowed the public to have access to every conversation, every phone call, every text message. And not only that, they gave us the 5 people's names.
Right.
So you guys, come on now. If you want to talk about a conspiracy, that's what they want us.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I do want to apologize to Miss Jasmine and her chat. I didn't mean to kind of, take you on a long ride somewhere else. But the only reason why I spoke that was just to kind of, show the bigger picture.
I'm so sorry for making you wait. I had to cut you off, but Bob and Jay said, "Oh my God, please tell them where to pull this up." Listen, this is a panel like no other panel. We allow everybody to have their opinion. You do not have to apologize in this room. Please understand. It all ties in, but what brought it back a little bit is because I need people to understand how we got to where we were at that moment. So, and this is not saying
Right.
that way, but we have to build people up to that, because a lot of people they're not like you said, they're not awake to that. They're not woke. They're not at sleep. So we have to like a step at a time for people. That's why I say viewing them. Listen, by no means necessary. Am I still breaking up? Okay. So by no means necessary do I think what Chosen Few and them are saying is wrong about the government. No, I don't. But you can't jump from, but I know P. Rico is going to laugh when I say this, but because he laughed at me earlier when I said this to him on the phone. I said, how the hell are we going to expose the government when we can't even find 5 thugs to get them arrested? We working.
Amen.
We going in the wrong steps. We don't jump all the way to the totem pole. You got to start from the ground up. Once we get these 5, then we can go to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. But their pattern is wrong. It's way off. And I'm gonna drop the mic and let some of you guys go ahead.
Well, the only reason why I had apologized is because I am brand new to your panel, and I do know, that your viewers were, really just kind of focused on Kenneka, and this does tie directly into Kenneka, and we will find justice for her. But the thing that I just wanted to share, with you and also your viewers is that, my husband is a cop, and I'm also a law student, and there is no statute of limitations on finding justice. In case you haven't noticed, when you watch shows like First 48 and all these investigative shows, you can always open up a case, which obviously that's what we're going to have to fight to do, because the Rosemont police closed this case at the same damn time that they decided to throw out these fucking incriminating pictures of this baby. So, what I just wanted to share with your viewers is that we will find justice for this baby. But at the same time, because her case was so spiritually connected to our spiritual realm, we have to realize the bigger picture first. That's the first step. Because Miss Jasmine and her mother is right. They did this crap and in order for a reason. They did it for a reason. So y'all can't be sleep on this. They did it to divide us. They knew we was going to have opposing views and opinions and all of this stuff. Yes, sir.
Not to cut you off, but I'm sorry. I just want to let everybody go. I want to get off the line, hang up on y'all. I gotta go
Oh
charge my
Lord.
phone. So all of y'all
Hey,
have a good night.
hey,
You too.
hey,
God bless you.
I want to see if we
God
could
bless
get
you.
Chosen King in here.
Yeah, so we're gonna find justice for this baby, but we have to unify, just like what Miss Jasmine said. There's no one person, no one YouTuber, not one somebody who thinks that their opinion trumps everybody else's, to come together and to get this done. We have to do this together.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I want to see if we could get Chosen King in here.
For what?
Who said for what?
The panel said,
Yeah, I did.
would you like to get Chosen King? I want to call him Chosen King so bad. Chosen King in here.
I don't know why that name comes to my head either. I thought that's my fault.
Let him. Hold on. Let him express himself. What? Tell us why you want to get him on the panel.
Because I feel like if we all sitting here and explaining all the sides of the story, or
He
what we
deserves
feel
to
like
be a part of it.
You know what, P. Rico? I salute you for that, my brother, because I don't have no hate in my heart either. But I'm going to just tell you a little bit about Chosen King. I do believe that young brother has good intentions. I do. Because I just don't, I just don't have hate in my heart and my spirit like that. And when he shut me down without giving me the opportunity to speak on my behalf, I mean, because you're not going to speak on my character and not let me give me a chance to speak. I'm a grown ass woman. That's not going to happen. And I just believe that maybe his little spiritual realm was so strong, that the devil started attacking him to shut him down because he was kind of going in a nice little flow, nice little, direction. But the way he handled himself, I'm telling you, with me,
listen,
we got some
I
issues.
already exposed him for where they are. He already is wounded. That's why he keep making these lives back to back to back. He's wounded. I'm pretty sure my words is echoing in his head when I told him to wake up. And how I told him how he disrespecting these women and he shouldn't. So what I'm saying
But
is
here,
this. What I'm
but
saying
here's
is
the deal, though. If he's not old enough to put his big boy drawers on
listen.
and be
How
able
old is he?
to agree to disagree, then we do not need him on this positive panel. That's what I'm telling you.
How old
Listen,
is
he's
he?
not in control. He's not in control. Say what they want to say, don't want to say, because this is Jasmine panel. So if he get like that, he can instantly get his ass. Martin, get the stepping. See what I'm saying? This is bring him on this panel because it's easy to get him into something like this. This is what you need to understand about Mr. Chosen King. In his head, he thinks he is right about everything that he's saying out of his mouth with these little theories of where he got to present it. So let us bring him in this panel to embarrass himself even more so he can continue to lose those subscribers.
You know what though? But see, look, P. Rico, if that's what you want to do, then you can take your time and you can do that. I'm not interested in that. I know
I
exactly
can't
what
do
you're
it.
saying, my brother. I don't mean no
We all
disrespect,
explain
but
ourselves.
I don't think Miss Jasmine wants that on her channel.
Look, don't get me wrong. We
No, no,
all
no,
Hold
no,
on, hold
explain.
on,
no,
hold on,
no.
hold on. Unique. Let him say something though, cause
Yeah,
he ain't said
we
much.
all explain ourselves. It went from Darnell to John Rank to Jasmine to you and me. We all explain what we feel like that happened to Kenneka. Let's bring this guy in here so he can explain what happened to Kenneka so people can really see
I
him
don't.
for
But you know what? I don't want to debate. I'm not into that.
for the Judas that he really is. In
Nah,
order
but we
for
can't be
us to
insulting them neither.
expose,
Like that Rico. That's the thing, man. We gotta be respectful. You know
Well,
what I mean? And he ain't even here to defend himself.
wait a minute. So, but
because
so at the end,
I
what
understand.
happens is we're all kind of contradicting ourselves, right? So I understand where you're coming from, Rico. What Rico is saying is, if we're going to sit here and talk about him and allow him to
I'm not
defend
coming
himself,
in.
what I am going to say is this. I will give the opportunity for that to happen on this panel. If somebody or anybody would like to reach out to him and let him know he can meet up with me and we can all come to this panel on my channel and we can have a decent, respectful, open panel where we can get aligned with each other, because that's the only way to drown out the madness. But
The-
we're not going to just go snatch him and bring him up now. Let him prepare. So
Right.
want to reach out to him and he wants to come on to the show. He wants to
Y'all
sit
too
down.
nice to him.
He
Yeah.
wants to sit down. He wants to
Thank you.
talk about the table. Absolutely. I'm all with
Thank you,
bringing people
Jazz.
together.
Thank you,
Okay, so
Jasmine,
Miss
for
Jasmine. No, 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 P. Rico, listen. I'm gonna let you talk, my brother, but just 1 second. The only reason why I objected to your uh your thing today, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. The only reason why I objected to it today is because, like I said, when I first became a YouTuber, it was a couple of guys that I had subscribed to, and Chosen King was one of them. And I had a really good standing on his channel. He even made me one of his so-called sniper wrenches or whatever, right? And when he decided to put his clown suit on me live, at the
but he
same time, no, wait. At the same time, no, he blocked he blocked me. So he
yeah,
didn't
no,
give me the opportunity, to speak on my character. He just took whatever little birdie, was in his ear and he ran with that. So the only thing that I'm saying is that that's
hold on.
fine. But just like Miss Jasmine said, let her orchestrate that, so he know exactly what's going
Listen.
on.
But see,
But
that's what
Wow.
I'm saying.
Wow.
but
Wait, can
I
I
mean,
talk now?
well,
Wait,
hold on.
let
But
old boy talk.
listen,
Let
hold on.
yo,
hold
Nah,
on,
you
hold on.
hold on.
Listen.
But even
No,
on
you
the,
can
but
go
hold
after
on,
that.
even
please,
hold on. But even on
Listen,
the
you talk
you
for 3
backside of that
minutes. You got
though,
Jazz,
like 5
me,
people on it. Is this a conversation or this the unique show?
This is the host. Listen,
but
we need one mic.
All right, let's have a conversation. You talk for
Correct.
like 5 minutes, but then you want to talk for 5 minutes again and again and again. And there's 4
see,
other
see,
people
see,
on here.
see. That's where we're
I'm
at.
trying.
See, that's where we're at. Please take a
Listen,
break for a second. Step.
listen.
Listen, man. Please,
No,
please
listen, it's
mute,
not that
mute.
serious. It's not that serious. No, listen. You need to step back because you're making it more serious every time you do that. It's not
Man,
that
Exactly.
listen,
serious.
man, just
It's
chill. Just
not.
chill is what I'm
It's
saying.
not.
I'm saying
We
Jasmine
are
trying to
on
put us on
chill,
a
but
mute.
you telling somebody to chill makes it
Man,
more
just
aggressive.
chill. Just
Like,
chill for a
no,
second.
but look, my
for a
brother. All I
second.
was saying, listen. All
You
I
do
was
that every
saying is,
5 seconds.
Guys,
Oh my gosh. Oh
no.
my gosh.
Honestly, look for the panel. All I was saying
Listen, you
is that
guys
the
are
things.
My
controlling
God.
conversations.
I'm trying. I'm trying to.
okay. I just muted everybody's mic.
I'm trying to have a conversation with diverse opinions, and it don't look like we can have that right now. You know what I'm saying? When people telling people to chill. When you talk about stuff, I don't tell nobody to chill. It's all love. Nobody's coming at nobody. It's all love. We all have different opinions. That's what makes us all good together. If we were all saying the same thing, then there's no point in this conversation. We're all robots.
So let me fix everybody in this real quick. Okay. The devil is a
Hello?
lie in the the moment that name came up, the devil hit this room like I don't know what. I couldn't get control. I had to put everybody on mute. Just that quick, the moment that name came, it was like the whole mood of the room changed. It just shifted that quick. Rika, I can't hear you. I put you and Unique on mute. Y'all can take y'all mutes off, y'all microphones off mute now. But just that quick, the devil is a lie and the truth ain't in it. The moment his name comes up, it becomes it's a battle amongst the spirit.
And the
Just
reason
that
why I
quick,
like that,
we were on the track to justice, and it shifted. Boom. The devil said, "Not today." We got to
because
talking about what we're gonna do positive about Kenneka. Boom. Not today.
look, the reason why I happen like that, Jasmine, is because personally, I feel like she got in her feelings and how Chosen One handled her. I could have sworn I stand up for all the women disrespected today. All I wanted was the world to see how much of an idiot this guy is. We all said our opinions of what we feel like what happened to Kenneka. So it's only right for him to come in and embarrass himself so these followers can see what is his intention so they could not follow a Judas. I refuse to let the people follow behind a snake that's going to lead them to somewhere they don't want to be led to. And once they get hurt like Miss Unique, they're going to be begging that they would have listened to the person who's been trying to expose them from the beginning. Us.
Okay, so Pete Rico, so just to
I'm
kind
about
of
to amen
collaborate
on
with you
that one. Let's amen on that one.
and no disrespect, it's not even about exposing him because he's going to expose himself. The
That's
reason why
what
I
I said.
spoke on that,
Expose himself.
no, seriously, listen, the reason why I spoke on that is because I'm not gonna lie, I was in my feelings the way that he did what he did to me on his live. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. But what I'm saying is behind the lines, not on his live, not in front of the world, not on YouTube. I've emailed this guy. I've even opened up a separate hangout where I tried to call this guy so we can hash whatever he had against me privately. I don't care about the whole world, knowing what we got going on. That's all that I'm
Listen,
saying.
I want
But what I'm not really
him.
excited about is for him to get on this live so we can bash him because that's not what I'm about.
Not going to bash him, Unique. We going to let.
But why are you assuming the worst? Why are you assuming that we're gonna bash
We
him?
not going to
No,
bash him.
well, listen. This is why I was assuming the worst. And please just listen to me before anybody speak. Listen, because I've just kind of watched this guy the way that he works. Now, I've been on his panel. I do watch his lives. When he gets somebody who disagrees with him or has a different point of view, he
Call
lets
him up.
them listen.
Call him.
He lets them. He lets them talk.
Call him.
And they do what they do. But when it came to me, it was totally different. He got a call from
Listen, he's
somebody that
telling us
told
the
him
same story.
something.
We need to call him. We need to call him. We heard this. I'm sorry, but we heard
Okay.
this.
John, hold on, John. Look, John.
Call him.
Well, this is the reason why I decided not because I didn't want to hash my
Listen, you
differences
could be
with
the
him
first
on
person to
her
talk to
panel,
him.
though. Okay. Well,
Listen, you could be the first
if,
person to talk to him, to hash out your problems with him directly.
well, that's
Look, John.
fine.
Look, John.
You
But the
know?
only reason I had just kind of said that is because I don't know if that's what Miss Jasmine wants on her channel. That's the only thing, period.
Miss
Jasmine
Jasmine, once
agrees.
you want,
Jasmine agrees with me when I speak
Well, I
logic.
think Jasmine,
When
I
I
think
speak,
Jasmine as the host has a one that people in the chat box
can't hear you, Jasmine.
loud.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Miss Jasmine.
Yeah, no, turn your mic down a little bit because you're loud. Like it's
Look,
okay. The second thing
all
is
I,
this: listen and hear the words coming out of my mouth, Rico. Listen to me really quick. Thank you. I think I'm the host here. I do not disagree with sitting down and having a conversation with Chosen King. I do not agree one at all. I believe that if you're going to speak about somebody, the same thing you say about them behind their back, you should be able to say to their face. But I am also a firm believer that what I am only going to do to those what I want done unto me. I would be furious if somebody just came and tapped me or grabbed me into a conversation like this. Now, if he would like to receive an invitation that's going to advise him of what the conversation is going to be about, the same exact way I sent you an invite and I explained to you, this might not be a pretty interview. I got a bone to pick. I will say the same exact thing to him. That's fine, but we're not going to go snatch him and bring him in here without him being prepared for what he's coming into. That's what
Yes,
we're not.
ma'am. And that's the only thing that I was saying because I have extended, as a grown woman, I've extended my arms, my invitation to, to talk to him. I'm not angry. I'm not none of that. He did hurt my feelings, because he put his clown suit on me on live. And after he
Call him.
did that, you know, he blocked me. So with that being said, I sent him emails and I also invited
Call him.
him to chat with me personally. So that's the only thing. I mean, if he's willing to get on live knowing that I'm on here, then I'm ready.
Call him.
Because I'm
Call
suited and
him.
booted.
Look,
Good.
look.
We with
Let me
you.
tell you something. Hold on, John. May I please say something? I've been trying to stress this for the longest, but I keep getting cut off.
Pause. Listen, stop. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, no, listen, here we go. Because I have to rock where my viewers go. Because unfortunately, I do it for my viewers. So I am going to end this show because we seem to be annoying a lot of my viewers, and I'm not trying to lose my viewers because of this. My viewers like to come into a very peaceful show. We come in, we're very peaceful. We discuss the case. We don't really have a lot of Jerry Springer going on in here. Now, shut up, John. If you would like to reach out to Chosen King, anybody, please feel free to reach out to him, provide him with my information, and we will double back and I will go live again and we can all come back to this panel. That's what we're going to do. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let the devil overpower the conversation and distract us again. He is a distraction, P. Rico. He is a distraction.
Yes, ma'am. And that's the only thing that I was trying to iterate because this is this young lady's channel and I'm new. So P. Rico, wait, before you speak though, hold on, brother. Peace. Before you speak, that's the only thing that I was trying to get across is that this is this young lady's channel, you know, and I'm blessed to have her allow me to be on her panel. That's the only thing. So whatever me and Chosen has, I mean, if he's willing to do that and she allows that and that's planned, then fine. I'm all for it. But what I was telling you is, you know, that I didn't appreciate, you know, the stuff that was going on. But me personally, as a grown woman, I've reached out to him separately, not on live, not on his YouTube, none of that. And he hasn't accepted it. So then that means that he's not ready.
Look, can I say something? Me, if I don't understand me,
You accordingly. You go. I want you to say what you have to say. I am going to. Hello, listen. I want you to say what you have to say. There's going to be no interruptions. I'm going to end this show, and then I will double back and I will rename it so that my viewers are prepared for what they're walking into. They were not.
Listen. If we ever have to have an R-rated discussion, we could do it on my channel if it goes there. But if we want to have a civilized conversation, we could go to your channel too. But all I'm saying is, it would have been easy to just nip it in the butt with a conversation, and that would have been like, you know.
Jasmine.
Miss Jasmine, again, I know you told me I didn't have to apologize because nobody has to apologize on your channel. But again, you know, because you invited me to be on this panel, I want to apologize to you and your viewers. This is not where I wanted the conversation to go.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to end the show, and I will double back and I will rename the show. And whoever feels the need or can get a hold of Chosen Few, please tell them I said to reach out to me and provide them with my email. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys all later. I love you.
Have a good night.